Nothing happens until something moves is a famous quote from Albert Einstein. So make a move and let things happen in your life. Welcome to my channel, The Net Effect, and together let's become outstanding learners. When I am talking about Daniel Lerner and development communication, beginners might be thinking that what on earth is going on here. So to make things clear for you, I thought of doing a video on UGC NET syllabus. After watching this episode, figure out your strong sides and your weak sides. Today's video is exclusively for mass communication and journalism aspirants. Yes, it is all about paper 2, Code 63, mass communication and journalism. And I will make another video on UGC NET paper 1. So let's start. The National Eligibility Test, also known as University Grant Commission NET or National Testing Agency UGC NET, is the examination for deciding the eligibility for the post of Assistant Professor or Junior Research Fellowship Award in Indian universities and colleges. For UGC NET exam, you have two papers. Paper 1 is General Aptitude and it is same for all the UGC NET aspirants. Paper 1 is designed to test the reasoning ability, comprehension, divergent thinking, and general awareness of the candidate. There will be 50 compulsory objective type questions and each question carries 2 marks. Total 100 marks. The next part is paper 2. It is based on your subject of study in the post graduation. That is the subject selected by the candidate. There will be 100 objective type questions and each question carries 2 marks. Total 200 marks. So, from both papers, out of 300 marks, you must score more than 50% to get qualified for NET and there is no negative marks for wrong answers. Each year, the cutoff percentage will be different. So, if you have no clue about it, then don't think much about it. First, let's do our part. Instead of doing hard work, do smart work and come out with flying colors. Let's go in detail. For paper 2 mass communication and journalism, you have 10 elaborate units to study. Let's check all the 10 units. Unit 1 is Introduction to Journalism and Mass Communication. So in the first unit, you have concept of journalism and mass communication in India, its history, growth, major landmarks in print, electronic media in Indian languages, media's role in formulation of states in India. Media criticism is there, press council and press commission, it's very important. Journalism and media education in India, media policies of the government of India. Okay, models and theories of mass communication is very important. Normative theories also you can expect questions from that. Marshall McLuhan is another important person. Indian tradition and approaches and this part F, media and culture, is a new addition. So give importance to that also while studying. So in the unit second, we have communication for development and social change. Here we are learning about development communication and the first part is concept and definition of development communication. You can see this. I'll give the link in the description box below, then you can download the syllabus from there. Development and social change is there. Deconstruction of dominant paradigm, we already dealt with that. Communication and development, responses and critique of dominant models, corporatization of development, emergence of global civil societies, and this public sphere, it's very important. Global communication system is there, and here they have given a list of social reformers from India. So make a short note of all these social reformers, then it will be easy for you to revise it. So unit 3 is reporting and editing. Here we have news concept, determinants, structure and perspective, reporting for print, radio, television and digital media, writing for print, electronic and digital new media, editing and presentation technique, journalism as a profession, critique of Western news values, and niche reporting. So that is all about Unit 3. It is comparatively easier for you. Unit 4 is for advertising and marketing communication. In this unit also you have definitions, concept, functions, types, evolution of advertising, standards and ethics in advertising, brand management, advertising management, agency role, structure, function, client agency relationship, advertising and creativity, language and translation, advertising campaign and marketing, advertising and marketing research. So it's always good to learn this unit after learning Unit 4 advertising and marketing communication because it has some similarities. Okay, in the public relation and corporate communication, its definition, concept and scope, structure of PR, public, private and non-government sectors, tools and techniques of PR, crisis communication and crisis management, it's really important, ethics of public relations, international public relations, communication audit. Unit 6 is media laws and ethics. Here you have concept of law and ethics in India, the Constitution of India, historical evolution, relevance, concept of freedom of speech and expression in Indian Constitution. It's important. And here you have defamation, libel, slander, sedition, contempt of court, Official Secret Act, Press and Registration of Books Act, Working Journalists and Other Newspaper Employees, and Miscellaneous Provisions Act. And there are many other important acts. And sometimes NTA will give you a list of these acts and ask you to arrange it in its chronological order. So make sure that you are familiar with all these acts and years. Then it will be easier for you to find out the correct answer. Unit 7 Media Management and Production. Definition, concept of media management, grammar of electronic media, communication design theories and practice, media production techniques, digital media production techniques, economics and commerce of mass media in India, principles and management in media industry post liberalization. All these comes under Unit 7, Media Management and Production. In Unit 8, you have ICT and Media. ICT is Information and Communication Technology. Okay, in ICT and media, you have its definition, characteristics and role, effect of computer mediated communication, impact of ICT on mass media, digitization, social networking, economics and commerce of web enabled media, mobile adaptation and new generation telephony by media, ethics and new media, ICT in education and development in India, online media and e-governance, animation concepts and techniques. Unit 9 Film and Visual Communication. If you are an ardent lover of films, then this unit will be a cakewalk for you. Because here you will learn about film and television theory, film and identity in Indian film studies, leading film directors of India before and after independence, Indian cinema in the 21st century, approaches to analysis of Indian television, visual communication, visual analysis, basics of film language and aesthetics, the dominant film paradigm, evolution of Indian cinema, commercial and non-commercial genres, the Hindi film songs, Indian aesthetics and poetics, the theory of rasa and dhwani, national cinema movements, Soviet montage cinema, German expressionist cinema, Italian neorealistic cinema, French new wave cinema, British new wave cinema, Indian new wave cinema, period cinema, cinema in the new millennium. So this unit is all about cinema. The last unit, Unit 10, Communication Research. Okay, here we will learn about research in communication. In the first part, we have definition, concepts, constructs and approaches to communication research process and different types of researchers, research in journalism, public relations, advertising, cinema, animation and graphics, television, internet, social media, magazine, children's media, communication, journalism and media research in India. And we have levels of measurement, sampling, probability and non-probability, And we have data analysis, testing, interpretation, application of statistical tests, ethical consideration in communication. It's very important. Media and journalism research, writing research reports, and plagiarism. Since you have completed your post graduation in journalism, you might be familiar with many of the units. But if you are not, I can explain the topics for you. As I told you in the beginning, it is you who must make the first move. So pick any of the units from the list and start studying. Make sure that you are sticking on a particular method of study. Make your studies more systematic. First, decolonize your syllabus. What I did while I am preparing for UGC NET is categorizing the units under three titles based on the levels of difficulty: easy, moderate, and difficult. Since I was in the reporting field, terms related to reporting and editing were familiar to me. So I put Unit 3 in the first column titled Easy. Unit 3 was about reporting and editing. For you, it will be different, so plan it based on your understanding of the topic. I'll show you my chart. Okay, this is my chart: easy, moderate, and difficult. Once you finish doing this, start preparing your own notes. You can rely on online materials and YouTube channels because it will give you more idea on the subject. The only demerit while collecting online materials is that you must cross check it. Highlight important points. It will help you to draw your attention next time when you are reading your notes. Learning won't bring any miracle. You have to revise it to keep it in your memory. The most important thing is practicing mock test and always rely on previous year question papers. Leave your comfort zone. Know your strengths. Focus on your studies. I wish you all a wonderful learning time. Thank you for watching this episode. Stay calm, prepare well, and make yourself proud. Bye bye.